with that and Gallery Walk. This school's doing a good job. This district, look at this.
So I believe that, if everybody say it can't get done, I'm like, yes it can, why not? I said, if these kids can't read, then I'm not gonna propose all this, mom, dad, I'm gonna look you in your face and say this kid can't read. We let them down. School, parents, we let them down, but I'm not gonna take them to the next grade knowing that they're not at grade level. It's funny because I'm always like, okay, how are schools successful? Well, schools are successful when they demand greatness. Greatness doesn't come. We're about to make history. We're about to learn. We're about to grow. We're about to make history. And then, mark my words, it's going to be other school districts, other places around it that's going to be doing this thing. We're going to be the first model. And I'm speaking that into existence, okay? If you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
PD. It was productive. It was exciting. They will never leave Mr. Hurt's advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit shurt.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Sean Hurt with your Saturday morning podcast. Come on in and hit that share button. We're doing part 2 of the 20 non-negotiables of high-performing schools. So come on in. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me make sure I got my camera straight and my light is good. Let me clean my camera off and make sure my camera is good and everything is not think we're good. All right. Give me 2 minutes as I get everybody in. I'm excited on this one. Last week, we had a good time and you said, Hurt, we got to do part 2. So I'm doing part 2. Got phone calls all during the week about just asking questions regarding high-performing school systems. What does that look like? What does that feel like? So we're going to do part 2. So go ahead and let me know where you're coming from. This is going to be another exciting podcast, another exciting one. Want to make sure I got everybody in. All right. Yep, let's make sure we got all of the folks in. All right. So let me see who's with me on this morning. Let me see who's rocking with Sean Hurt this morning. All right, let's see who's rocking with Sean Hurt. Let me go up to the top. I want to say good morning to you, Miss Rowland. Good morning to you, Miss Rowland. Hold on, I got to get my stuff together. Okay. Good morning, Miss Rowland to you. Good morning to you, Miss Rowland. Good morning to you, Miss Anita McMahon. Good morning to you from Illinois. How's the weather down in Illinois? I know Michigan, we got all of this snow. I'm looking outside, we got all of this snow. How's the weather down there? Good morning to you, Mr. David Bell. Good morning to you, Miss Lawson in the house. Hey, Mrs. Klingman, doing some big things. That's my sister in education. Much love to you. Tell your husband I said hi. Good morning to you, Miss Eve in Noah, N-O-H, from Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, from Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Miss Kincaid. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Miss Wallace. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you, Miss Wallace. I know you always support me. Miss McMahon said it is snow. It is snow out here as well. It is snow out here as well. Good morning to you, Mrs. Chuno, Melissa Chuno. Good morning to you. So come on in and hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. I want to make sure we got everybody in. If I miss, and then share that. Good morning to you, Miss Stacy Joy. Miss Joy in the house from California. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Miss Moore from Charlotte, North Carolina. Good morning to you. All right, let's go ahead and get started because I got so much information to share. Dr. Jeter, good morning, my good friend, Dr. Jeter. All right. Oh, let me. All my things is hitting. Let me. Hold on. Let me. Go back to my chat. Turn this down for Miss Kincaid. She says she's from Mississippi. I gotta get down there, Miss Kincaid. That's one place I haven't done no work at in Mississippi. So if you got any connections, let me know. All right. So once again, I want to say good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in. I wanted to say thank you for all of the support. The last 3 months, these podcasts have my viewers have went up. My membership on YouTube is going up. So keep on doing what you're doing. You're subscribing to my YouTube page. You're telling people about me. You're just blessing me tremendously. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm not going to say names because that's how you get in trouble. But I want to say thank you to everyone that is supporting me. I'm going to another level in education. I want to bless schools all around the world. And you guys are helping me, encouraging me with letters, with just text messages, with love on my posts, just giving me all of that love and is allowing me to go to the next level. So I want to say thank you. So what I always do before I get into my meat of what I'm going to talk about is always ask the question, what is one or two things that is keeping you up at night as an educator? What is one or two things that's keeping you up at night as an educator? So put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat. My one thing that I said last week, I'm going to say it this week, is that we have 5 weeks before our state test. Are you prepared? I've been talking about it. That's what's keeping me up at night. I'm working with schools. Schools are reaching out. We have 5 weeks before our state test. Are you prepared? So that's what's keeping me up at night as an educator. So put it in the chat. Let me know what's keeping you up at night as an educator. What is that one or two things that's keeping you up at night as an educator? Put it in the chat. Talk to me, everybody. What is that one or two things that's keeping you up at night as an educator? All right. Because that's what's going on. And like I said, no matter if we like it or not, our schools and districts are being judged by what we do on a state test. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing with this right here. That's why I'm going to talk about the non-negotiable characteristics of high-performing schools and systems. I have Miss McMahon. She says, teacher missing the importance of small group instructional time. Miss McMahon, you must have been reading my mind. I'm going to show you some things that teachers can use to help out that instructional time. But that is very important. That is very important. Small group instruction and rigor. Miss Wallace, you saw my post this morning. I put what rigor looks like on my post. So that is very important. I put what rigor looks like on my post. I got Principal Caffelli, good morning. The ongoing attack on diversity, equity, and inclusion keep me up at night. Yes, I know you've been putting posts up, and that is one thing that's keeping me up at night because we're doing this work. What can we do to make sure that DEI is moving forward? I agree. Oh man, we got some good ones. I gotta stay right here. Are you like her? DEI, Miss? Yes, DEI. The politics. Yes, Dr. Jeter says the politics. Mrs. Melissa Chuno says DEI. Fisher, Mr. Fisher says absenteeism of educators. Educators not coming to work. Being absent. Yes. So next is that what's going on in education with me. Well, I will be Lord willing. Hopefully the weather gets me out, but I'll be flying out to OKC on Monday. I'm doing a whole day professional development with Principal Williams, so I'm excited. I'm pumped up. This whole week I've been getting prepared. I got my PowerPoint ready. I am ready to go. So I'm flying out tomorrow morning, and I'm spending the whole day in OKC. We're going to look at data. We're going to set up. We're going to look at the standards data. We're going to look at how we're going to set the next 5 weeks to address that state test. We're going to look at classroom management. I cannot wait. And then after that, I'm going to be in Idaho with Principal Strong. And then after that, I'm going to be in Georgia with Principal Flowers. And, and then after that, I'm going to be in Orlando, Florida. So it's so much work I'm doing. I'm excited. I am going to be traveling, hitting the airwaves, just working with school. So I am excited regarding that. The last thing before I get into my commentary is that I want to show you some. I'm going to show you this template that will bless your schools. And this is the 53 ways to check for understanding. So let me bring it up. You say, Hurt, man, yes, look at it. If you are a principal, a teacher, 53 ways to check for understanding. Now, I'm not saying to use all 53, but look at it right here. Use 3 or 4 as a teacher. If I'm a principal, I am printing this out. And I'm having discussions with my teachers. I told you I'm going to the next level. I want to give you information that will bless your school. So please inbox me if you would like this template. 53 ways to check for understanding. I'm about to make it big, so we're going to stay on it for about 30 seconds. Look. We don't got to reinvent the wheel. It's right here. Look, it's right here. So I want to bless teachers, principals, superintendents. This is going to help you check for understanding when you're doing that lesson. How do you know if the kids got it or not? How can we check for understanding real quick to see how many of those 30 kids, 35 kids got it? It is right here. So I just, this is just the work I'm doing, checking for understanding. If you need this, inbox me, say, Hurt, I need this template. I got to give it to my 8th grade teacher that teaches math. I got to give it to my 4th grade teachers that's self-contained. I got to give it to my chemistry teacher in high school. They need this. And I got it right there. So I just want to bless people. Miss McMahon said, I need this. Miss Edwards said, hey, Miss Edwards, I got you. Mrs. McMahon. So just inbox me, let me know. I'm going to shoot it to you. Like I said, I am going to a whole nother level with this. We are going to transform schools all over the world. If you're a principal educator, you don't have to go no farther. I got everything you need right here. The other thing, I'm excited. they already inboxing me. I'm looking at my phone. People say, send it. The other thing that I did this morning, hold on. I gotta get it. I put on my pocket. Let me quit sharing it, and then we're gonna go to my commentary. Also, this morning, go to my Facebook page. I put, what does rigorous instruction look like? I put it on my Facebook page, and I put 9 things that rigorous instruction looks like. Man, it is gonna blow your mind. Go on my page, download it, look at it. And as a principal, when you go into those classrooms on Monday, if you take 3 of them, 2 of them, it's going to take your school to another level. This is when I'm working with schools. I'm putting things out there. I want to make sure schools are getting the best. I want to make sure when they go to my podcast, Create and Educate, Principal Fele, Josh Tarver, whatever podcast you go on, you are getting the best information out there. As you can see, I'm excited. Man, I am excited. So make sure you check those things out. Also, if you have not picked up my 2 books, make sure you pick it up. Support Hurt. I got 1 book for parents. If you have parents in your school, what you do, you need to order this book for your parents. Order it. And then also PTOs, order it through the PTO. The other book is for principals, leadership teams, how to transform your inner city school, and also rural school. So these 2 books, pick it up from my website. Go on my website, pick it up. It's going to bless you. All right. I'm pumped up. Hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. Let's get started. Last week, I talked about the 29 negotiables of high performing schools. So it's 20 of them. I stopped at number 4. You say, Hurt, 20. I stopped at number 4. So we're going to go ahead and just jump in and take your notes, get your paper out. I got all my notes right there. I got my pen. Get your notebook out. If you need a notebook, look, this is the notebook. Get the notebook out. Get your notes ready. All right. Show me some love. Good morning, Dr. Houston. Show me some love. Let me know that you're loving this information. All right. Next one. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to start at where I left off at. The 29 negotiables of high performance schools and systems. These are systems that will take your school, your district to the next level. You say, Hurt, I'm working hard. I'm doing all I can. But are you using the right information? Do you have the right systems to be able to take those 25 and 30 schools that might be low failing schools, that might be on a priority list or whatever list you're on? How do we move a system? How do we move 35 schools, 50 schools within a year and 2 years? The way you do it is the information that I'm going to provide for you. All right. Next one is effective teacher recruitment, development, and retention. Write it down. Effective teacher recruitment, development, and retention. What do you mean by that? Each district should have a strong focus on attracting, developing, and retaining highly skilled teachers. I'm going to say this again. You should have a strong focus, not a focus, but a strong focus. You need to focus on attracting. That means I'm recruiting teachers into my school district. Now, let's stop right there. We always talk about the difference between skill and will. So I'm attracting teachers. One thing that when I was bringing teachers to my school, I looked at, does the person have a will to get better? Skill and will is totally different. I can teach you skill. I can teach you pedagogy. I can teach you classroom management. I can teach you, differentiated instruction. I can teach you how to look at standards. I can teach you how to use data to drive the instruction. That can be taught. That is skill. Will is that I cannot teach you to come to work every day on time. I cannot teach you to look over your lesson plans and turn them in. I cannot teach you to be able to have a love and care for those 30 kids in front of you. That is called will. I cannot teach you will. I can teach you skill, but I can't teach you will. So as we are recruiting and attracting teachers, the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, the people that's coming from a second profession, do you have the will to be the best educator in the world? If that answer is yes, then that means that person will put the time, the effort. They'll be on a podcast on Saturday listening to the Fantastic Four. That is called will. We can add the skill later. That means we can take you to PDs. We can coach you. We can do all those things, but we can't teach will. So like I said before, what's the next one? Effective teacher recruitment, development, and retention. You need to attract them first. That means I got them. I'm going to develop them. I got my PDs. I got good coaching. I got everything in place to develop this diamond in the rough. Mrs. Smith is a diamond in the rough. Mr. Johnson is a diamond in the rough. These people are diamond in the rough, so now we develop them. Yes, I am talking good now. You know I'm talking good. You know it's making sense. It's superintendent, it's making sense. So now we develop them. 3 or 4 years, we got us a superstar teacher. And then from there, we have to put systems in place, things in place to retain your superstars. Put it in the chat, superstars. Everybody say superstars. Superstars. You have to keep your superstars. Everybody's not going to be a superstar. 80% of the work that is done at your school, in your district, is by the superstars. Keep your superstars in your district. Develop a plan for them to go to the next level. Develop a plan for them to be able to achieve what they're trying to do. Whatever that is, that's how you retain highly skilled teachers/educators. That's number 5. Superstars. Keep your superstars. Yep, keep them. Number six. Ongoing professional development. Ongoing, not just a one-stop shop, no, ongoing. I was speaking to somebody, someone called me the other day. They said, Hurt, we want you to come to our school to help out our teachers. We need you to come down. I said, not a problem. But what I do, the work I do is that I work with schools for at least 2 years because I want it to be ongoing. After 2 years, I've given you everything. I don't want to, you should be able to we should be able to build systems and have those systems in place. But during these 2 years, we're going to have ongoing PD so teachers can improve. Continuous opportunities for teachers to improve in their practices through professional development, collaboration, and learning. Ongoing PD for the teachers, but the PD has to be focused on the needs of the teachers. A lot of times we'll slap PD together. We'll just do 25 things. Scale it down, please, and let's do 3 things. Ongoing PD, do 3 or 4 things that's going to help your teachers go to the next level. A lot of times teachers are frustrated. They pulling their hair out because they're saying, hey, I'm not getting any support. I'm not being coached the right way. I'm being yelled at. I'm being disciplined. I want to be coached, but I got to be coached the right way. I'm going to say this again. I want to be coached, but I have to be coached the right way. That takes place with ongoing PD, getting people in that know what they're doing. We're talking about systems in a district. You have 60 schools in your district in Texas and Florida, whatever you're at. You have to put systems in place. Ongoing PD for teachers, but it has to be the right PD. Okay? Does that make sense? Dr. Houston, she put some nuggets. Scale it down. Yes. Scale it down. Scale it down. Scale it down. Number 7. Man, people coach the right way. Yes. Coach the right way. Brother Martez, excellent educator. We'll coach, but we'll coach the wrong way. That's why you got teams in last place. They got coaches. The NBA teams and the NFL teams and the baseball, they have coaches. Yes, they do. They got coaches, but they're coaching the wrong way. And then you got teams that got coaches and they always go to the playoffs. They always go to the Super Bowl. Why? Because they're being coached the right way. There's a wrong way to do it and a right way to do it. You're going to coach, but are you going to coach the right way or the wrong way? And what's taking place is that we're coaching the wrong way, but we're going back and saying, hey, I spent 35 hours with this teacher over the year. I spent 45 hours. They've been at 6, 7 PDs. It's the wrong PD and the wrong coaching. We're not having those type of conversations. That's why the systems are the way they are. Man, Hurt, where are you getting this from? I've been in it for 25 years. I've seen it. I've seen the right systems and the wrong systems. It's not rocket science. It's nothing. No, it's not. It's the right way or the wrong way for coaching. All right, next one. Oh, yeah. See, I told you. We going next level. Number 7. Accountability with support. Accountability, remember, we're talking about systems. Accountability with support. I'm going to hold you accountable, Principal X. I'm going to hold you accountable, principal-wide, for your schools to go to next level. But also with accountability, I'm going to provide the necessary support for you to reach your goals, principal. I'm going to bring in a Principal Hurt or Principal Kafele, Dr. Houston, Dr. Taylor, Josh Tarver. We're talking about the Fantastic Four to help you because you're a first-year principal, you're a second-year principal. You might be a principal at a high school in with 1,000 students. I got to bring in somebody that has transformed schools, that have expertise in that area, and they're going to help you. I'm going to hold you accountable for you to transform that high school. But I'm going to give you all of the support that you need. I'm going to give you the best of the best for you to be successful. And that's what we need to do. You're talking about systems. Bring in people that know what they're doing to support your principals. We leaving principals on the island. We're not giving them support, and we're talking about ongoing coaching. That's what we got to do. Number 7, accountability with support. Accountability with support. Hit that share button. Let me know if I'm talking good. Please subscribe to my YouTube page. Hey, listen, we got to get this out. The more we share it, the more we talk about it, more people will hear it, and we can change so much stuff. We can change so much stuff. Next one. And I talk about it on my thing. Rigorous curriculum. Because you work at an inner city school, you work at a rural school, does not mean that you cannot have rigorous curriculum. We must push hardcore curriculum. A challenging and well-structured curriculum. I'm going to say this again. A challenging and well-structured curriculum that is aligned with the skills and knowledge required for success in a modern world. A challenged and well-structured curriculum that is aligned with the skills and knowledge required for success in this world. You got to look at, I put it up there this morning. Please look at it. Your curriculum has to be relevant. It can't be what's going on in the 70s and 80s and the 90s. We're talking about 2025. That curriculum has to come to life, has to be real to those students in the classroom. But also with that, it has to be rigorous. I'm not going to get into that. I posted it on my Facebook page, what a rigorous curriculum looks like. Go to my page and look at it. But if you don't have that, no matter what you do, you're lowering the standards, and those kids will not be prepared for the real world. We're not preparing them to be entrepreneurs. We're not preparing them to be the next scientist or chemical engineer or doctor or whatever it is. We're not preparing them for that because the curriculum is old and outdated and is lowering the standards. Rigorous curriculum. You look at the schools that's doing good. I got all of these people on here. You look at the schools that's doing good. Look at that curriculum. They do not accept nothing but the best from the kids. Even if the kids can't even perform at a level, if they performing at this level, it's better than having the standards like this. Bring that curriculum up, and it ties in into keeping those highly qualified teachers. You can have rigorous curriculum, but you got to have teachers that can deliver it. So I got to go back to this. I got to go back to attracting, developing, and retaining highly skilled teachers. We give them the coaching. We give the principals the coaching. We give the teachers the coaching. And then now we bring in the curriculum that's rigorous. So I got this highly skilled teacher. Look at it. I got this highly skilled teacher with a rigorous curriculum. All of those kids will learn. Well, Hurt, man, I got kids coming in reading 3 or 4 grade levels behind Hurt. I got a 9th grade reading at a 3rd grade level, Hurt. That's fine. That highly skilled teacher, that rigorous curriculum, and that ongoing professional development will help that kid in the 8th grade who's reading at a 3rd grade level to get to the next level. I'm not telling you what I read. I'm telling you what I know because I was a principal. I'm going to say this again. I'm not telling you what I read. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what took place at all of my schools when I was a principal, a teacher. Oak Park School District, Muskegon Heights, Inkster Preparatory Academy School, Southfield Academy of Southfield. These are the schools I worked at. I'm dropping names. Oh, I got 3 minutes. Oh my God, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. All right, y'all say hurt. This is good. Oh man, Hey, listen. I'm replying to these comments. I'm replying to these comments. Okay, number 9, effective use of assessments. Effective use of assessments. Regular and meaningful assessments that inform instruction, provide feedback, and help guide student learning. Effective use of of assessments. Regular, meaningful assessments that inform instruction, provide feedback, and help guide student learning. So once again, just really quick, because I got some people that just joined, I was telling them, look, this is real simple. We're talking about effective use of assessments. Assessments, we might do it at the end of the week, every 2 weeks. But how do I check for understanding real quick? I said I got 53 ways to check for understanding. It's right here. This is right here. Using 3 or 4 things or the 53 to check for understanding, you can effectively assess those kids real quick, knowing if they got it or not. We're not waiting to Friday. We're not waiting to the end of the week to do this. We are doing it now. This is going to help you out. Look, I got it right there. You don't got to do nothing. It's right here. 53 ways to check for understanding. Number 9, effective use of assessment. It is right here. Oh man, let me stop right there. It's going on 10:30. All right. Wow. So first of all, thank you very much for tuning in. I would like everybody, make sure you go support my sisters in the education, Dr. Houston and Dr. Tammy Taylor at Create and Educate. And the last thing is that by all means, please make sure you pick up these books. These are my books. I wrote them right here. Make sure you pick them up from my website. It's giving you information what I talked about today. I have all the information right there. And also, if you would like for me to come in and support your school, just inbox me, say Hurt, and we'll jump on a virtual meeting. We'll talk. It is not too late. You got 5 weeks for your state assessment. It is not too late. So thank you very much. Make sure, I need everybody that have not subscribed, go to my YouTube page, subscribe to my YouTube page, share this podcast, give me some love. Thank you very much. If no one has told you this, I love you. I thank you. I appreciate you. See you next week.